Here we have a 2003 Cadillac Escalade ignition problem. Basically, here's the customer key. It's another one where the ignition failed. So if you try to turn it, shake the steering wheel. I know some of y'all move the gear shifter, whatever you want to do. Y'all call me and say y'all tried all these different tricks. Look, you can do that, nothing's going to happen. This physically has to be taken apart, rebuilt. The wafers probably are messed up in it. So when you're calling around, you want to make sure you got somebody certified in automotive. So a lot of guys out here, believe it or not, they say they do automotive, and they're not really good at it. So you might want to question who you have coming out, making sure they know what they're doing. If you're in the Georgia area, give me a call. I can put you on the schedule, come on and deal with this. I'll come back in a few minutes with this rebuilt and a brand new key cut. So I'll have new wafers in the lock. The lock will be brand new, and the key will be brand new. The lock and key will be like it just came out the factory. So I'll come back shortly with everything working smoothly. I'm back at that ignition. What I do basically, I totally gut the lock out, take all the wafers out, put brand new ones. As you see, I got a little plastic bag here that says old parts. I actually put all the old parts into the bag and give it to the customer when I'm done. That way you know I changed all the wafers. I don't play the games like some other guys out here play. They take a few wafers out. They almost gut your lock out. You have maybe 2 wafers in it, which means any key will probably work it. I don't do that. I totally rebuild the lock. As you see, where's that key at? Oh, cut them a brand new key to specs. So I'm getting ready to put brand new wafers in it, reset springs, put it back together. This thing will be working smoothly. I have the key and kit right here with all the parts that's needed to rebuild this. The plug or the lock itself, it looks like it's intact. Now here's another thing. All of y'all call and say, well, I'll just drill a lock out. Alright. You do know this has a magnet that rotates, hits a certain spot, and if magnet values are certain values, that's why when you drill a lock out, you got to reprogram the ignition. So if you don't know how to drill it, you think it's that simple. I know most of y'all think locksmiths, what we do, it's so simple, you know, anybody can do it. But if you don't drill that lock out right, you're going to mess the car up. And then guess what? That's going straight to the dealer. I'll come back shortly with this rebuilt and everything. And another thing, a lot of the new school locksmiths, they don't know how. The guys that may have entered the locksmith trade in the last 5 years or so, a lot of these guys don't know how to rebuild locks. They basically get VIN numbers, cut keys by code, and let these computerized machines. As you see, I got the computer here, and I got the old manual I've been using for the last 20 years. So, I mean, I can switch back and forth depending on what I'm doing. But I have that old school training. But I'll come back shortly with everything put back together and everything working correctly. Alright, we're back at the Cadillac. We just cut the customer key. We don't have the Cadillac logo keys, but we have the Chevy logos. Goes in, turn it nice and smooth. My little 2 fingers. As you see, it's old parts. I'm going to give to the customer. So if you have any questions, you just give us a call. Keep in mind, if you're outside of Georgia or you're not in my area, please don't call for tech support or ask us how to take this apart. That's not what we do. Call your nearest locksmith, see if he's able to handle it or help you out with that problem. I can't stay on the phone 8 hours a day trying to answer everybody's questions and make no money from it. So just call someone local if you're outside of the area, or just give us a call. If you're in Georgia, we can put you on our schedule and take care of it. Or go to the website, www.acmlocksmithgroup. Thank you.